everybody, and welcome to another fabulous episode of Tell Me Why by Maddox. Today, we have an amazing guest. She's a licensed marriage and family therapist, and she's the expert at knowing the tools we need to live the best life that we want to live. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ashley Richter.
Woo! Thank you, guys.
Ashley Richter.
Richter. But you can say whatever you want, honestly.
You know,
I will respond.
We love Richer, too.
Yes, I love Richter. We want to manifest being richer.
Yes.
Wow, so happy to have you today.
Thank you guys for having
You
me.
look awesome. Your pants are badass.
They're right.
Like, oh my God.
I need my motorcycle.
I know.
Yeah,
Where
we
is
need
the
to get your motorcycle.
Yeah.
And,
I want them just for y'all.
black boots.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
can
like
see
that.
With the
You know what?
little
You guys
heel.
look fabulous as
Thank
well.
you.
Love the
Yes,
lipstick.
thank you. No,
Love the
yes.
shirt.
Thank you. Thank you.
100%.
Tell us a little bit about you and what you do. What do you do?
So, I'm a therapist. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist. I work with all types of populations, but primarily adolescents and young adults struggling with like trauma, depression, anxiety, all the fun stuff.
Good stuff. Okay.
Yeah, happy stuff. I do couples therapy as well, family therapy. I primarily actually work with boys, which I think is interesting, but I also have a lot of females. So yeah, but I love what I do, and every day is different, and that's,
That's
fun
what matters.
too.
Yeah. I can imagine how challenging that could be too, with going from all different, I guess, age groups. Like for the boys, what are the age ranges?
Yeah, they range from like anywhere from like 12 to probably like 40.
Whoa,
yeah.
40.
How do you do the therapy for a 12-year-old?
Honestly, I don't love it.
Yeah.
It's kind of just like helping them identify like what feelings they're having, because I think that's something we miss in school. So like we're taught, how to do math, and we're taught how to show up and how to ask for certain things, but we're not taught how to deal with our feelings.
Okay.
We're not, and boys especially, like women are more prone to being able to talk to others about what they're going through, but boys are told like anger is the only emotion they're allowed to openly express. Anger is a secondary emotion. So underneath anger is typically sadness or loneliness or feeling not enough or neglected. So it's like primarily helping them identify like what feelings they're having, and then normalizing that boys can have feelings too.
Do they cry as well?
They
sometimes?
do. We all cry.
Because I feel like boys are taught
Boys
not
are
to
not
cry.
supposed to cry.
So women deal with obviously way more struggles than men deal with. Like I'm not going to say that, but it's kind of interesting how it's turned into me helping a lot of boys, because I do notice that like I think the world could be a better place if boys were able to heal and openly heal, because I think that's like half of the problem oftentimes. But yeah, they cry all the time. They're just not open about it.
I feel like too, if they have this at a young age, then it'll help them in their relationships.
Yeah.
And to be just transparent and emotional.
Yeah.
And express to their partner, this is how I'm feeling, and that leads to growth.
100%. And also like that's why boys typically struggle with addiction more than women.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, because they cope through like substances or alcohol.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
How do they do family how do they come to you? It's just a family?
At a treatment center, like it's just through, like they typically come like straight from the hospital after like a suicide attempt or
I see.
Something like very severe. But private practice wise, like referrals, friend of a friend. I think that's like the biggest thing is like friend of, or like somebody you've worked with, and then they give you someone else.
Is there a common thread, like since we're talking about boys, is there a common thread with all of them that you've seen even if they have had different traumas and experiences? Is there something when you meet with them the first time that is similar with all of them?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's that they were unfortunately taught that they can't show emotion unless it's anger. Like it's like when they're drunk at a bar, like think of the primary person that's like fighting somebody. It's guys, right?
Yep.
Or lesbians.
Typically.
Or lesbians.
Yeah.
Honestly,
That's
I haven't
true.
seen lesbians fight. Am I missing out on something?
So they do.
Yes, they move in together quickly.
They do. But here's the thing, though. What's interesting about lesbians is that, just like side note real quick, is that lesbians feel that because they're women that they can touch another woman without permission. And that the fights I have seen have led to that, because a woman has approached, just grabbed her ass.
And then the other woman slaps them or something? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Like, where do they think they have the authority? Because they're a woman.
Fascinating.
Yeah, I mean,
No, that's interesting. Do you think like lesbians in any way, or men identify like, do you like, is there like a similarity in any way with that?
I think it's just a masculine energy that you try to to it more. And then I guess in the society, we always see men are the one who are in the bar making the mess and like being the angry one.
Yeah.
So I mean, again, I have no idea. This is just personal opinion. But
wait, this is fascinating. And I'm like about to like kind of start researching this, because that's interesting. I mean, I think all humans just want to be seen, accepted, heard, and connected. Like, I literally think that's just what humans need.
Let's talk about body image, because what I love about your Instagram is that you are absolutely, you have nothing to shy about. Like, you absolutely dress up and you just don't care.
Yeah.
So how did you get to the point that you have no, like, I get anxious. Like, when I look at my body, I was like, oh my God, I need to not show this. I shouldn't do that. How did you get there?
It's hard. I mean, it took me a while, and it's like, I'm not going to lie. There's moments where, I mean, I just was like fixing myself in the mirror. But I think it's just like understanding with like the work you do and the healing you do, you only you're more than a body. You know, are good enough as you are. And I think I spent so much of my, like, the happiest I've been has been now versus like when I was the smallest I was, or like wasn't like owning parts of myself. And maybe to other people online, I like looked the best, but I was so miserable. And I just was like constricting and like focused on the wrong thing. So I think once you like let go of what you're supposed to look like, and you just like own that your body keeps you alive and like helps you like literally live each day. Like, we're so against something that literally keeps us alive.
Yeah.
I think that's been part of it too, is like reframing, like, why am I here? I'm here because of more than that. And then also I have these different parts that some people might think are like certain things, but just own them.
Yeah.
And like own your body type. Why don't couples discuss boundary settings in their relationship? Example, money and sex.
Yeah.
Ooh. Do we all answer too, or do I just
go for it?
You start off. Yeah.
I think that couples don't, and you know, I should take this on personally for myself, honestly. I think because like we're afraid of the answer, and like when you find, I think sometimes when people get attached to a feeling of the idea of something, like they get afraid to discuss like the real things, because then it could end maybe, or maybe they don't have good boundaries with themselves. I don't know. Maybe they haven't thought about it. I think there's like many different parts, but I think it's oftentimes avoidance.
What boundaries? So you said that you should think about it. I assume it's your personal life. What boundaries are you not setting right now?
I think I think I've read a lot about this. People with the most empathy struggle the most in dating, because we can always see like the other side of humans, but just in life, like you only have a certain amount of time. So just because you can tell someone's a good person doesn't mean they're like you're a good person. It's hard because I just want to like see the good, but
so you don't set boundaries for yourself, because
I mean, I'm getting better and I do. But I know that that's one of my biggest downfalls, is that I can always empathize to a fault with friends, with partners, with family members. Like, I'm always able to like see the gray area, and that's a good thing because it helps me like keep people around. But sometimes you do have to let go. I think, and I think it's that people are taught to like keep it in.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm passionate about like helping people not keep it in.
Yeah,
but I think people are really taught that. Brush it under the rug, literally.
Yeah. And I think too with like with the question, I think it said talked about sex. I don't think a lot of people when they go on dates really are open about their sexual preferences. And what was something about sex that I think we read earlier?
Orgasm.
Oh yeah, women faking orgasms.
Totally, because guys, I mean, it's pathetic. Like, and I think the more I've become comfortable with that, like, I mean, I'm seen as maybe like not a nice person, the more honest I am about it. But I've let go of that, because it's like, I'm sorry, but like it's not there.
Yeah.
But I think too, because like sometimes you can't
but
win.
why would we need to say even sorry? So like it's just that in setting
it's
up
not
boundaries
saying sorry.
should not be saying sorry. Her and I had a discussion about our sexual life, what I like, what I don't like. It's just that, why do I need to say sorry? This is very...
You don't have to apologize for anything.
But
your preferences.
That's the problem that we have, though. The mindset is that if you say something that you want, you're not nice.
100%. Yeah. Right. And that's not it. It's just you're saying which I think is like where everyone has to like you know, we like, especially
We need
women,
to
like we have
shift.
to shift that.
Yeah.
And it's not even like I'm sorry. It's just like, thank you for understanding that
Right.
you suck in bed and I'm not interested.
And I'm being transparent with you.
No, just
That
kidding.
you are not good in bed.
It. Like,
No.
Feminists are often described as angry. What is the place of anger in advancing or hindering a cause? Can you think of examples in your own life or in pop culture where male and female anger is treated differently? Ooh, that's an interesting question.
Just off the top of my head, I can think of female vice president, someone in politics. They get angry.
It's a big deal.
The huge deal.
yeah.
Biden gets angry.
No one cares.
No.
Yeah.
He's supposed to get angry.
Right. And I think it's like women are not allowed to be emotional, or like if we even act out in any way, it's like, oh my God, they're so emotional.
Yeah.
So
Or
dramatic.
dramatic.
Yeah,
Dramatic's
that's
the word.
it. That's dramatic.
So we don't allow men to be emotional, and then we say women are gonna be dramatic if they show emotions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we don't like.
No one
emotions.
can win. Yeah, we don't like
No.
we don't like any emotions that aren't happy emotions.
But also, I think we associate very different, stupid, or crazy meanings to every word. What is feminist?
What is it? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it means like equality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so many people had associated the meaning of if you are feminist, you are
You
an
hate-
angry
or you
person,
hate
or
men.
you
Hate men, yeah.
It's hating men.
And that's what I think one reason why many other people like they're like, oh, I don't want to be associated with that because I don't want to have that mindset and I'm an angry person.
Yeah, I mean, to me, being a feminist is equality, and then like allowing like women, especially, to do whatever they want to do, just like men do whatever they want to do.
Just have that freedom and that equal right.
Yeah, But
like-
no, is that like the exact definition of it? No,
No.
but that's my definition of it.
Yeah, I would say yes. I mean, the label itself is just, if you put the word itself aside, is that, yeah, I definitely believe in equality and that women need to be more empowered. It's just that the society will need to see the woman more. It's just because we are nowhere close to that equality that everyone thinks we do have.
Yeah.
And so it's important for women to be treated differently in a way. It's just so that they gave us the permission, so we see our power and we just level up. We just be more present.
Oh, I see. I peaked, but I like it.
Okay.
Once a cheater, always a cheater. Is that true? Why or why not? I'm curious what y'all's answers are first. I have my answer, but I'm curious what
I
you think.
believe in change.
Okay.
I believe that someone is capable of making a mistake. They made a very conscious decision, hopefully. Yeah, no, they did. But I don't believe on labeling that on them as an individual. I think that if you love someone, you have the capacity to change and grow in limits that like it is limitless. I don't think it's always a cheater. That's my personal opinion. That's how I feel. Will I think if you've cheated 4 or 5 times than once? I'm going to feel a little differently about that. Yeah. But I still do believe that there's change. That change is possible.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
So, yeah, you go first.
Okay. I mean, I think I'm along the same line. It's just that I don't really think I don't believe anything is fixated. Like, it doesn't mean if you cheat, you're going to cheat forever. And it doesn't mean if you never cheat, you're not going to cheat. I think it's just that we are constantly changing. But let's say if, when we met, we talk about it. Like,
yes, we did.
Did you cheat? I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Did you cheat? Yes. We both realized okay, we had done it. And then we talk about what happened and what's the true story. It wasn't one-sided of what happened. And it was very easy for us to have that communication. I think in the relationship, if you say yes or no, also you need to have that open line of communication on what happened and why. So you don't have the labeling that I'm a cheater. It's just something happened and I learned from it and I will not repeat it.
Luckily for both of us, it was a one time for each of us.
Yeah.
That was
no judgment. I just want to point out the communication.
It is.
It's like setting the bar for me moving forward. No, I feel the same. I think, growing up or like what stereotypes, it's like once a cheater, always a cheater. No, I agree. People can change. People they typically don't change, but they can change.
Yes.
And I think it takes 2 to cheat, which I know is controversial, but I think there's a lack of something. Typically, sure, if you were drunk or whatever, but there's typically a lack of something. And that's why people could cheat. I mean, I don't know how you guys feel about open relationships, but I feel like that's like why some people are in open relationships.
And in polyamorous relationships, it's for this reason.
Yeah.
Because
But it requires communication.
Of
Yeah.
course.
It shouldn't be cheating.
No, there needs to be a very specific balance in these types of relationships. Otherwise, they will end. Like, but I have a friend who is polyamorous, and she said that I look at it from the perspective of what my one partner gives me emotionally, physically, mentally is not what my other partner gives me physically, emotionally, mentally. So she's like, so I receive the things. She's like, you're not going to have everything you want in one person.
Yeah.
She's like, that's just not how we are as humans.
Right.
So when I am with the other person, they're giving me what that person lacks.
Yeah.
This person's giving me
I give everything you want, though.
Yeah, you're perfect.
But
You're
you know,
perfect.
a diamond,
This relationship is
nothing.
perfect. There's
You
no
know what?
darkness.
She's like, I don't like that.
I can vouch for it.
So
It's
she's like,
perfect. I can tell.
I don't like this open relationship. Baby, it's okay.
But that's why sometimes I like challenge polyamorous or open relationships. I'm not judging because I get it.
Yeah.
But I also think that that's a sense of avoidance in some ways of like trying to find that within that person. What is the root cause behind eating disorders?
Ooh.
The root cause behind eating disorders is a need for control.
Okay.
I would say 1,000%.
Control and what do you
In
mean
any
by
way.
that?
So typically it comes, I mean, based on my work and research, and other people might have different opinions, it typically is like the only way that people can find control in their lives. So oftentimes eating disorders start from like chaotic home environments, chaotic like work-life environments, and everything is out of control. Or like their mental health is out of control, and the only thing they can control at that time is how much food they eat, or eating and binging and then throwing it up or purging.
So why do you think, let's say, for example, models have such a big...
I mean, I think that's like because of like this, like what people...
Is it like what society
being
expects them
beautiful.
to be
Yeah.
in the sense of their body? Because
Yeah.
I've seen women online who've said that they got rejected from jobs because they were a size 6 or 8 or 4. And
But-
I'm like...
Right. So then that's something they can control too, to an extent.
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, typically eating disorders literally do start from somebody like needing a form of control in their life.
Are they aware of it?
Perfectionism.
Like, do
They-
they?
Like they're making that conscious decision.
Well,
to-
a lot of times it's subconscious till they like go to
It's a
therapy.
disorder, yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Oh, yeah,
disorder. And then they realize and they're like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Like my parents were fighting all the time and I was being abused and this is going on. And the only thing that I could predict in my life was how much food I ate or like the way my body looked or like what this was going on. Or if they have like severe anxiety or severe depression, one thing they can still control is like the food. So a lot of times it comes from like an anxiety driven need for control, only type of control they can find, perfectionism in life.
I wonder, so I have an ex that I dated in college. We dated for a year and a half. And I found out years later that she was bulimic. But to this day, I don't know why, because she had, from what I saw, from experience, I met her parents, met her brother. She had a great home life from what I saw. And
But
great.
from what you saw,
That's what I'm saying. Maybe I'm like thinking, maybe I didn't see everything. Like, where did this develop? Because me thinking of her, the woman that I knew then, everything was just, she was very transparent and open about things. And she was because she was a dancer. Maybe that's why.
I mean, dancing.
Yeah,
breeds,
dancing. Yeah.
Like anorexia or bulimia.
Yeah.
They tell them like, I mean, I work with a lot of dancers and things I hear, I'm like, this is the most toxic environment
Wow.
where they're just like, we can see what you ate for lunch today. And they're less than 100 pounds, like tiny,
my
like
God.
little, I mean, they're girls. They're not
Yeah.
women. They're girls
Yeah.
or men or boys. But yeah, I think it can be like somebody telling us one thing. Cause I also believe this too. Like we're told something at one point in our life and then we wear that shirt the rest of our life. So like, let's say we were told like, you're fat, you're never going to be good enough, or like no one's going to love you. You will subconsciously wear that shirt the rest of your life in every environment you go into until you work on it.
Yeah.
So like some of it comes from that and a comment made like when we were children or whatever. And then a lot of times though, it's just a form of control.
Lights on or off?
Ooh. Depends on with who.
Depends on the partner?
Yeah.
Okay.
But let's go with lights off first.
Lights on.
I'm feeling shy.
Okay. Pay for sex or be paid to have sex?
Oh, be paid to have sex. Of course.
Yeah.
For sex.
Okay. I like that. Be with someone shorter or someone taller?
Oh, taller. But I need to work on that because maybe the short kings are where it's at.
Maybe they know the motion of the ocean.
I like only date like, well, that's a lie, but I try to only date like 6 something and above.
Okay. I've actually heard that from quite a few women.
You know what? I don't know if it's working out. So
Yeah, maybe.
You know what? Maybe a 5'2",
5'7", 5'6" guys out there.
I'm here. Open. DMs are open.
DMs, guys. DMs. Ashley's a hot commodity. Skinny dip with your closest family member.
Ew.
Or your favorite teacher.
My favorite teacher.
Hot wax or ice cubes.
Ooh, hot. Oh, I don't know. I was gonna say because like if I'm giving ice cubes, but if it's for me, hot wax.
Interesting. Yeah, hot wax. I think of massages and like pouring it on the body. Yeah. Okay, I agree with that. Kinky or romantic?
Ooh,
If you have to pick one.
okay. Kinky. Ew, I don't want to be romantic. Kinky. Kinky.
Got it. Make out for 6 hours, or you have sex for less than 7 minutes.
I mean, that's typical, unfortunately, with a lot of men. So I think. Yeah, I know. Have you not seen that meme that's like,
yeah, it's like hours.
lesbians are like minimum like 3 hours.
Oh, at least
and
6.
Men are like, I've got this, babe, and then it's like 2 minutes later.
Yeah, that sounds.
So yeah, I guess what I'm used to. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. Like it can be longer. I just like hating
It's like
on
lesbian sex. There's no end. It's
Yeah.
There's no end.
Like,
No.
it just start and goes.
But I do love to make out. So you know what? I'll choose the make out one for that one.
You're always welcome to join the club.
Okay. You know what? I think it's my calling.
Okay, be with someone new every week, or you're with the same person for the rest of your life.
Same person. Oh God, I don't know because I don't want to be with someone new every week, but I don't want to be with the same person. Well, you know what? We'll do the second one. Same person. These are I'm clearly indecisive and you can't tell.
Just a little bit.
I don't like these questions.
You're getting to know yourself more.
I know they're putting me in a box.
Good. Do it in an abandoned building or do it in a public park.
Public park.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Registered sex offender.
Hey, officer.
That's what would happen.
Yeah. Okay, last one. You play the maid or you play the sexy doctor.
Oh, I have a thing for doctors, so I'll put sexy doctor.
Okay, I think we got to know Ashley a little bit better.
Yeah. More doctors, my DMs are
Cardiologist.
Woman, man, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
It was such a pleasure having you in this interview. And one last question for you, and then
This was so fun.
Do you want to have a child or not?
Yes, but it's been interesting because like I used to like want a lot of children, and now I don't actually want children, but I want a child. I don't know. It's hard to explain. I want to like go through the experience of having a child, and I think I'd be a really good mother. But I have no desire to be a mother anytime soon. And obviously, we all have a clock, and then they just seem like a lot of work. So it's
Responsibility. Yeah.
if I am a mother, it'll be like when I'm 40.
Okay.
My mom had me at 39, so I've got time.
okay.
I'm 30, so I've got time.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, that's so like the idea of one, but at the same time,
Not yet.
One is okay.
One. She's like, I don't
but then
two-
I've heard like it's not good to have an only child, so it's complicated. But
2, 3, 11.
no,
That's
no.
what Elon Musk does.
Yeah, he just keeps having
It's
them.
just like one more.
I just am waiting for the day that like it'll hit me
preparing
enough.
them for this.
I heard he's a secret.
outside
He's a
it.
secret child or something.
It is, and I think because he knows that he's going to be soon
In
out of
Mars.
this. Yeah,
Yeah,
So
he's
wants to
going
have
to the
one
alternate
army.
universe.
You know
Take
what?
him there. His own soccer game.
I'll adopt one of his.
Right?
I think I'll have a child at some point, whether it's my own or like a foster kid or something, but somewhere, maybe not.
We would for foster kid if you ever decide to go that route. I mean, it's just that I think having a child is really good, but there's so many kids out there
that need homes. Yeah,
needs home. Yeah,
and they're
mothers
expensive,
who
bad
want
for
to
the not the economy, bad for the environment.
Yeah, we are overpopulated.
Yeah.
We are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any last word?
No, but I had so much fun with
We
you.
love having you on the
And I
show.
can't wait to go to dinner in downtown LA.
Yes, we do that. All right, so thank you so much for joining.
Thank
so
you.
much, Ashley. Please do not forget to ask why. Bye bye.